let's talk about Ubisoft. Man, there were... Okay, this is the best moment, by the way. There are two best moments of this. I'll save the other one until later, but the other one was...
You're biased towards this best moment.
I love this puppy. Okay, so this was adorable because it had nothing to do with the game. He just always brings his dog with him, and I thought it was great.
I hated some people in the comments are like, that dog's scared. Like, he shouldn't be... I'm like, that dog's fine.
That dog's loving it.
You see how obedient that dog was? Like, he didn't care at all, or she
doesn't care. Yeah, doesn't care. I think it's a he, but like doesn't care. He's not scared, just kind of looking around. It's a very different space, and then lays his head down. That is so relaxed. He's just hanging out with his dad.
That dog was not scared at all, people.
Not at all. I will say this started with one of the dumbest intros in my opinion, and I thought I'd prepped the intro for this. I thought I'd put the video on there, but they started out talking Assassin's Creed Symphony going to tour. Who wants this?
Who cares? I mean, so whenever I was watching this, I watch a stream that is restreaming it because I like hearing people who are more knowledgeable than me kind of talk over it. And there was one guy on this stream that's like, no, the AC music is really awesome. And I'm like, nobody plays Assassin's Creed for the music at all. I've never heard a single we've talked about iconic like RPG soundtracks and everything. Like I would never be able to pick an AC track out of a lineup. At all.
Oh yeah, same here. It's not iconic in the way if you play Final Fantasy, Zelda. There's so many when they did the Zelda tour, completely made sense. I just thought it was really weird for them to do that, especially when we know there's not going to be a new any Assassin's Creed being announced. So it's just here because I think that they saw other people doing it, so they thought this will make us money, and I don't think it will.
Yeah. So now, before I want to do this one a little bit different because there's definitely a shining moment to this conference. The thing that saved it from failing to me.
Yeah.
That was the beginning. That was right. I mean, not the beginning because they started off with the symphony thing. So the thing that killed this whole conference for me, and I'm just gonna let's see. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4. 5 Tom Clancy announcements.
Yeah.
If you're a Tom Clancy fan, cool, good for you. But they just kept going. Like there was one point where my wife's sitting there because she watched all the conferences with me, and it was awesome. It was one of my favorite things. And she was like, "Can we move on from Tom Clancy, please?" And I had the exact same thought. It's not that they're not awesome. It's not that Division 2 is not cool. It's not that Ghost Recon and the John Bernthal thing wasn't cool. It's just Tom Clancy. I get that it's a big franchise for you, but you just like how we were criticizing Square Enix a little bit in terms of its lack of variety. Yeah. This was a total lack of variety.
Yeah, total lack of variety. The only redeeming part was the social manager, whatever her title was. She was adorable. Other than that, don't care.
Yeah. And then we got our typical Just Dance. The only reason I have to mention Just Dance, this is 10 years of Just Dance. It's on the Wii.
I can't believe it.
It's amazing to me.
I can't believe that we're getting more Just Dance on the Wii. I mean, I guess it's making money. I had to bring it up
for that reason.
I guess it's making money. Because someone's buying these.
It's so funny to me. Wii, everybody knows the Wii, but Wii is like the, I don't know, 3rd or 4th highest selling console of all time. So there is like 100 million Wiis out there, but it's just crazy to me that like you'll see this game on Switch, you'll see it on PlayStation, you'll see it on whatever's current gen, but then just still going on the Wii. So I had to give it a shout out just because respect.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I'm finding my spot here, but like you mentioned, the 2 biggest spots, or arguably, in my opinion, they did start out when they did show the first game that they were going to show.
Yeah.
Totally hyped for this, because we talked about this. So this leaked. This is Watch Dogs Legion. The 3rd Watch Dogs 3, we're going to call it. When they described, because you and I were talking about how the heck does this even work? So you can play all these NPCs, and we thought you were hacking them. No, you're recruiting them. So you recruit people to be on your team, and you can recruit anybody. Granny over here is pistol whipping people. I mean, I did not expect this.
The best thing ever.
It was so cool.
A highlight moment, because, you know, you're wondering what's going on, like, and then Helen shows up, and she's apparently this old school hacker who's recruited, and she's the thing where she like hops over the bar. This game looks dope. I have not played a single game in the franchise. I might pick up Watch Dogs 2, which is on sale for $15 right now on PSN.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
This game looks dope. It looks so good. It looks so ambitious.
Yeah. I want to get a whole team if it lets me. Like, I'm sure after, for a while you have to like recruit specific people who are part of the part of the storyline. Like in the very beginning of it, he's like, we need someone who's an expert in drones, and they're like, oh, this man is an expert. And I'm like, oh, it's great. Like, that was cool. But like, as soon as you can just like get whoever you want, I'm gonna get all geriatrics. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I want the goofiest people in the world. I was like, I'll totally go for all old people. I don't care.
Yeah.
Or like, I want all children or something. There's got to be like so many different runs. So this is where it's super ambitious. So they said every single character in London has stats, has voice, has the ability to be a playable character in the game.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, that takes what they did in Red Dead 2 to another level.
Yeah. I'm totally going to push that when it comes to, they said everyone's playable. I am going to go after the, like you said, the weirdest bunch of misfits. That's what my team is going to be. Just because I can, and I want to see how the voice acting is supposed to be different in every single one of them as well. So if I go for only old people, am I going to get the same old lady voice at some point? I hope not. I hope they're all different and they're all, adorable in their own ways.
Yeah. This is the only thing. This is what saved the conference for me. I'm glad they started out with this, because even though I was committed, so I watched every single conference from beginning to end, because I wanted to take notes for the audience and because I love doing it. But if I was a casual person and they had tried to make me go through all this Tom Clancy stuff to get to Watch Dogs, I might have fallen off just because I was so bored. But they started with Watch Dogs. Yeah. It started so hype. I was like, okay, Symphony was a little bumpy. Watch Dogs, that was awesome. This is great. It looks great. It looks like it's going to play great. Like, I'm so into it. It comes out in March. It's a great spring game. And then just a total fall off on the conference for me. So I'm glad that they spent so much time on Watch Dogs, because it made it made a person who had zero interest in that franchise completely interested. I now want to play 2. I've not heard great things about 1, so I probably won't ever play that one, but I have a desire now to play 2, and I'm definitely playing this game.
Yeah, Robert said in the comments that they had a granny squad in one of the play demos, so that's pretty awesome. Yes. Yeah. Now, so you go from that to, like you said, Tom Clancy. We got Rainbow Six Siege, Operation Phantom, whatever. Okay, cool. Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, whatever. Then Tom Clancy's Elite Squad mobile game. Like, I just don't care. Oh, Rainbow Six Quarantine. Like, it just keeps
I saw
going.
a joke about the mobile game where it's like, oh, so y'all been wanting Splinter Cell, huh? Well, here you go. You sure you still want it? Like, at first I was actually getting really excited about it. I thought it was going to be a Go game. I thought that they were doing like a Hitman Go or a Lara Croft Go. Like, I would be all about a Tom Clancy Go. That's where I thought it was going to go, and then it was Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. Okay. They had this TV show with some dude from Always Sunny, which I don't watch Always Sunny, so I don't know that guy's name. I'm sorry. I am interested-ish in the TV show, except that it's going to be exclusive to Apple TV Plus, which basically I'll just have to ask Robert to watch the show for me and tell me if I need to sub for that show, because I know Robert's gonna get that sub. But like, and for those of you who didn't see that, it's a basically they're talking like the people who made WoW. It's a fictional game called Mythic Quest, but it's WoW. And kind of similar. It reminded me in a sense to this, instead of Felicia Day's show that she did on YouTube, where it was about their party. This is about the company running the game. Yeah, I know, Robert. So he's saying yes, he's gonna sub that. So he's gonna tell us if that show's worth watching. But I just didn't get why it was there. It didn't feel like the place for it. So for that reason, I gave this a D. Okay. No, that's Microsoft. Yeah, why didn't you show more of this game? I completely forgot about it because I'm like, where? Like, it's because at first they were talking about Assassin's Creed, right? And I was like, oh, okay, we already knew that they're not launching an AC game this year, so I was like, oh, cool, maybe they'll just tease us for AC of next year. And then it turns out to be these Gods and Monsters. The art looks super cute, and then it's like 30 seconds, and it's available in February. It's really soon. I don't. How are you? What? Like. Which is from what everybody like it, from what I've heard and what I keep telling Cassie, because I keep telling her to go back and play it because she's an AC fan, is that Odyssey's the best AC ever. Cool. That's cool. But why did they only show that? Robert says he can't hear you. Says he can hear me.
Weird.
I can hear you.
I just turned on and off my mic, so I think it should be good now. All right. So, well, to recap, I was just saying, like, I give it a C minus. Just a lot of it just drug on. They're like, yeah, Watch Dogs is good, but most of it,
cool.
Yeah, most of it, so sorry about that audio issue. But yeah, so overall, it wasn't that great. I
mean, you're being nice, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. It's just like Watch Dogs was awesome. Like that game, like through this point, other than some games that we're going to talk about in the Microsoft conference, like Watch Dogs was the game of the show up to that point of watching it for me, and then they killed all momentum with all that Tom Clancy stuff. Super disappointing, but at the same time, Watch Dogs does look super dope. And then you mentioned the Gods and Monsters, and again, it comes out in February, and they didn't want to show us anything on it. How is that game going to come out in February and you show that little teaser?
Lame. So let's move on. I'm going to lump the next two together.
Sure.
Because I think they're very similar. I talked about this in in our pre-show stuff, but PC gaming and Devolver, I'm going to lump them together. I'm going to start out with Devolver. I know that's kind of going a little bit out of